This is the Barbados Today evening news for Friday, November 25th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. The High Court today handed down a ruling that could have implications for the proposed construction of the controversial Hyatt Resort. The court ruled against the actions of Prime Minister Frundle Stewart in refusing planning permission for a landowner to change the use of his agricultural property. The case was launched in 2008 by the former chief town planner, the late Leonard St. Hill, on behalf of Six Men's Plantation in St. Peter. It involved a suit against Chief Town Planner Mark Cummins for refusing to permit the claimant to develop his 210 acres of agricultural land and subdivide it for the purpose of a quarry, hotels, residential, institutional, recreational, open space, and heritage. The suit named the Chief Town Planner as the first respondent and the Attorney General as the second. But in her judgment today, Madam Justice Jacqueline Cornelius declared that the applicant had sued the wrong people. She said the Prime Minister, who is responsible for town planning, should have been the first respondent. In other news this evening, workers at Grantley Adams International Airport took to the picket line today in the latest attempt to force the management of the airport to accept their demands for a pay hike. An estimated 70 workers carrying placards were joined by the top brass of the National Union of Public Workers and marched through the airport's car park. Shop steward David Durant told Barbados Today that today's action was just a sign of what is to come if government does not meet their demand for a 16% pay increase. There is a proposal to offer airport employees whatever wage settlement is agreed for public servants. And NUPW President Akani McDowell told the workers the union will continue to fight their cause.
We said to government that they needed to pay you a salary increase based on the profits that they would have made. And we looked at the profits that they would have made from 2011 up until now. Is that fair? No. Is that fair? No. They should be able to pay you a salary increase. The union met on many occasions, and we said, you have to give these workers a salary increase. The profits that you would have made is because of these same workers. Therefore, if you find workers that contribute to your company, you should be able to reward those workers. Is that right or wrong? Yes. Is that right or wrong? Yes. So we met, and we met, and we met, and we met. But you know what? Government has said to you today that they do not care how much times you have to meet. We will not give you a salary increase. Is that fair? No. Is that fair? No.
The stage is set for Prime Minister Frundle Stewart's gala tonight at Ilaro Court. 1,000 guests are expected to join the Prime Minister for the $500 black tie affair. It is one of the highlights of this year's 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations. Earlier this afternoon, organizers were putting the finishing touches on the grand affair.
This is a lot of work. There are hundreds of people that have been working over 2 weeks to actually put this physical thing together. And then there are people that have been working for months to plan it. So we're all loading in now. Today is D-Day. So we're loading in. We're trying to get set up. We have to all be finished by at least 3 o'clock. So that when guests start arriving at 5:30, everything is fine. So right now everybody's busy setting tables, chefs coming in, bartenders, bar staff, everybody. It's exciting, it's a hive of activity, and we're looking forward to being able to deliver excellent service tonight.
I mean, this event tonight is going to be a fantastic avenue for potential business, because obviously, I mean, a lot of people here, a lot of influential people, and the chefs are going to be here doing their best. The chefs are here working together. I mean, there's a lot of camaraderie amongst the local chefs, and we've worked together very many years, whether it be on the Caribbean culinary competition, the local culinary competition, or doing any event really that requires our skill set. And again today they've come together, and we're working really hard to get this done. And I think that at the end of the night, everyone will be really happy with what has happened.
In sports, West Indies were eliminated from the Tri-Nation Series today after a combination of rain and careless play on their part condemned them to a 5-run loss to Zimbabwe under the Duckworth-Lewis method. Chasing 219 at Queen's Sports Club for a place in Sunday's final against Sri Lanka, West Indies slumped to 93 for 5 in the 23rd over. They were 124 for 5 when the rain came down midway through the 28th over, but short of the required 130 runs under Duckworth-Lewis. Earlier, Jason Holder's men allowed the hosts to recover from 127 for 8 in the 37th over to reach 218 for 8 off their 49 overs.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Get your paper, get your paper. Only 225, 220. Who? For what? That is Bear Stare News. I don't read about that on Barbados Today since last night. That can't only can't do. 220. Who?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
But Maisie, this Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we get in. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan spruce-up, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
These papers is selling at all. Get your paper. Only 225, get your paper. Get your paper, miss. Look, take it, I can pay for it. Barbados Today, all the way.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back with news from the region. The Leeward Islands Flight Attendants Association says LIAT's move to enforce a sick leave policy is a reflection of management's inability to manage its affairs, and it is promising to keep a close eye on developments in the coming months. Recently, LIAT said it will not pay employees for uncertified sickness beyond the number of days allowed under the labor laws of their respective countries. The association told Barbados Today it is aware that the policy has been around for some time, but it says that in the past, the airline would seek to recover the monies paid for extra sick days without informing employees, and it would be monitoring LIAT's implementation policy going forward. Further afield, police in Israel have arrested a dozen people on suspicion of arson over a series of wildfires that have burned around the country this week. Firefighters have brought a blaze under control in the northern city of Haifa, where 80,000 people were ordered to evacuate. But officials say smaller fires are continuing to burn in other locations. We get more in this Reuters report.
Israeli authorities announced the arrest of over a dozen people on suspicion of arson, as the multiple wildfires raging for 4 days now stretch across half the country. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says arson appears to explain at least some of the fires, which are being fueled by extreme dry weather and high winds. Officials have said the arson was carried out by groups hostile to Israel, a reference to Palestinians, but details on the arrests and evidence are limited. On Friday, smoke still billowed over the coastal city of Haifa, where nearly a third of its 250,000 residents were evacuated to shelters overnight. Some 700 homes in Haifa are badly damaged or destroyed, and crews continue to battle fires around Jerusalem and northern areas.
That's news this evening. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good evening.